It is clear, but it is cold here today as EA Sports takes us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Los Angeles Chargers. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready, and we are underway in Foxborough. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now it's Stidham. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now Stidham. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. From midfield now, here's Stidham. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Now Stidham on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. Second and 10 now, Stidham. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
Going on the ground with Eckler. Room here to run. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Past the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Austin Eckler, 88 yards. And the Chargers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
I smell fear in that offense.
Here's Stidham.
Slam.
Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now it's Stidham. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Mike 28. Mike 20. Street.
Punch time, defense.
Mike 20.
Here's Stidham to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Go, baby. Turn over. Get that ball.
He's going to let this go for the end zone. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4.
He's coming. Check in. Come on, baby. Let's see what you
And
got.
he's got his man on the out route. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Mike 28.
You can't block me. You can't.
Throwing Jones. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Rondale Moore his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
Going deep here for Allen. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
After the interception, here's Stidham. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Come on, D. Mike 9.
Stidham. Flushed out right. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Jones. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. Touchdown! Jonnu Smith with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the... And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the 1st down sack. Herbert, deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Jones now on 1st down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Jones on 1st and 10. It's caught. Smith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Strip that ball. Mike 9. Mike 9.
bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Mike, nah. Check smash. Check smash. Bang Hill. Bang Hill. Bang.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll look to throw again. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Rondale Moore, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. Stidham going to look to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Ready up.
53 is the mic.
70 Timberwolves.
I'm coming after you. Check, 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 check.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play there just before halftime. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Still 9 remaining on second down.
Watch time. Hey, 4 down.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the Patsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Watch twist.
Throwing on first down. Jones eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones, he's going to look deep for more. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Check him.
Back to throw. Jones. He's going to look deep for more. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Herbert's throw into the hands of his receiver, Guyton. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The final shot before the break for Herbert. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this 2nd half, and they trail as we get back underway. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And this one is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big gain that time for the Chargers. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And to give this time to the tailback. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Now Joey Sly for the point after. That's up and good. It's 22-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Pats at the line ready to go. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, Jones. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Rondale Moore with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Extra point up and through. And the lead is up to 15 now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though.
Yeah. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Now Eckler. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. Herbert off of play action. Flush to his right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Go! Let's go! Hey, you got 3. 70 Lions! 60 Maverick!
Play action. It's Herbert. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now room for Eckler. There he goes right side. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here is Eckler. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Herbert. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. And that one really pushes him back. A loss of 9. And now it's 3rd and goal after the sack. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Patriots get the football back.
Mike 9. Mike 9. It's our time. It's our time.
Here's Jones to throw from his end zone. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 15. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Go now.
Mike 9. Hey, you got
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones.
We got a seal.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Foxborough. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jones throw there taken in by Smith. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play there for the Patriots. Looking to throw. Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moment, and this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. They're going to run it with Harris. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10.
3 down, 3 down.
Herbert now. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 17-yard line. Herbert operating from the red zone. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And this is secured by the Patriots. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run here with Taylor. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll run with Stevenson, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Herbert going to throw. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 2nd and 15. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Herbert to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the Patriots are going to have it here just past the 25.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
He's checking. Crash. Check 3.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to look deep for more. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And the pass falls incomplete. So 5 seconds remaining now in this 1st half. One last throw here for Herbert. And that will be incomplete.